Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello and thank you for joining us at newslinkindiana.com. I'm Alyssa Ivinson. A new law means that the state license branches will be open on Monday, a day they are usually closed. The new law requires voters to have a state-issued photo ID with them when they head to the polls to cast votes. 3 communities are holding elections on Tuesday, including Cambridge City in Wayne County. The branches will open until 8 p.m. on Monday and will be open early on Election Day. It was one-stop shopping today in downtown Muncie at the 3rd annual Open Door Ball Memorial Hospital Health Center Health Screen. From discounted flu shots to flu screens for osteoporosis, vision, and hearing, several organizations were on hand to offer tests for better health.
We just think it's important to get as much information out to as many people in the public as we can about what the community has to offer in the way of health care.
Last year, about 300 people attended the health screen. Organizers hope for an even bigger turnout this year. A Newcastle elementary school is getting national recognition for one of its programs. The Institute for Innovation named Sunnyside Elementary as one of 6 exemplary child sites in the country for this school year. The program moves students to different classrooms for different subjects and requires them to apply what they learn with technology. The program makes use of teachers' expertise and makes sure adequate time is spent on the subject.
So we were very excited and proud, and I have to give much credit to my teachers.
Kennett says the school started using the program in 1996. Candy is dandy, but even a small treat could spell trouble for your pets this Halloween. Newslink Indiana's Aaron Walker explains how to decorate to spook trick-or-treaters and not your pets.
Baxter.
Christy Terrell is careful of how she decorates for Halloween. She worries how her cat Baxter will react.
We do decorate and make sure that there's nothing like hanging down for him to be able to paw at and pull down on him when we're gone during the day.
And Christy's fear is legit. Veterinarians warn about the risks many decorations may pose.
This window would be a pet's nightmare. Such common items even as this fake spider web or this tinsel could seriously cause your pet, if they got into it, to need an emergency visit to the vet's office.
Things like strings, fiber, and those type of things, and then they'll get a foreign body or they'll get a gastric irritation, which will cause vomiting over several days.
But it's not just decorations that pose a threat. Pets can be frightened by trick-or-treaters as well.
When it is time for trick-or-treat and when everybody's ringing your doorbell and knocking on your door, if you can put your dogs and cats in a quiet room away from that sound, then hopefully they'll, won't be so stressed out.
Experts say just to use common sense when it comes to your pets in decorating. In Muncie, Aaron Walker, Newslink, Indiana.
And Joe Thomas joins us with a look at our forecast, and we already are decorating for Halloween, but now we just have to hope for a nice forecast.
That's right. We do have a forecast, and I will get to that in just a second. But first, take a look at that beautiful day we had outside today. It was in Newcastle, Indiana. It was sunny, but pretty chilly as the day went on. It was very cold this morning, and we can expect those conditions to continue. But taking a look at today's weather notes, we are expecting a warm-up as time goes on and into the overnight tomorrow. But take a look. We have frost advisory tonight. Conditions are going to dip down pretty low again as through the overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So if you have any plants outside or anything before fall, you might want to get those covered. We will be reaching average temperatures again as the week goes on and into the weekend. We're expecting a gorgeous weekend in the forecast, and we'll have the 5-day in just a few seconds. But back to that Halloween forecast for trick-or-treating. Right now, in the evening, there is a small chance of rain and precipitation, so we are keeping a close eye on that. Keep watching the weather forecast. Right now, it's just a small percentage, but we are expecting partly cloudy conditions for the rest of Halloween. So for tonight, overnight lows dipping down pretty cool. 34 in Lafayette, 34 in Muncie, and 35 in Indianapolis, 29 in Lima, Ohio. Very cool conditions. Keep a lookout for that frost once again. You can see the reason for these cold temperatures, the high pressure system that's pushing the front through the overnight tonight. It will be moving into our area and out tomorrow, giving us clearer conditions throughout the day tomorrow, but keeping those temperatures pretty cool. High temperatures tomorrow, about 55 in Muncie, 57 in Indianapolis, and 58 in Bloomington. High to upper 50s, getting back up there like I said earlier. Tonight, partly cloudy with that frost advisory through most of central and southern central Indiana. Low of 34 degrees, winds out of the north from 4 to 7 miles an hour. Tomorrow we can expect partly cloudy conditions with a gradual warm-up. High of 55 degrees, cool breeze, winds out of the north-northeast at 5 5-day forecast, like I said, for this weekend. Sunny skies for the most part, highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. And into Monday, like I said earlier, partly cloudy conditions with a slight chance of showers throughout the overnight, but it will be another warm day. We can expect those showers to continue into Tuesday too, so keep a close eye on that as time goes on for the kids out in their costumes.
We might get away with no jackets on Halloween.
It's possible. Keep an eye on that forecast.
Okay, thank you, Joe. When you think of martial arts, you probably think of men like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. But Newslink Indiana's Brent Showalter shows us how an Anderson girl is fighting her way into history.
Kelsey Bosick makes easy work of most kids her age, so she fights men at the Anderson Judo Club.
It's like fighting a person that's trying to beat me. Now physically I'm a little bit stronger than her, but she makes it closer because of her drive and desire.
Kelsey says fighting the men gives her an advantage she has used to become the top 14-year-old female fighter in the country.
I didn't know if I was going to be good, but once I started winning, I got more excited to do it.
Her success has meant lots of traveling and many long nights of practice, something Kelsey's parents have no problems with.
We've brought her to every practice. Either my husband or I have been here and traveled right by her side. I think that's the key.
Kelsey's sensei agrees her parents play a huge role, but says her eagerness to work sets her apart.
It's not because they come to practice. It's because they want to come to practice that makes them great.
Kelsey hopes the practice pays off when she represents the United States at the Junior Pan Am Games. But her lofty goals don't stop there.
I really want to go to the Olympic trials.
And she knows exactly what she needs to do to get there.
Keep training every day and
maybe she'll win more of these. Only gold. In Anderson,
3, 2,
Brent Showalter, Newslink, Indiana.
Kelsey Bosick travels to Costa Rica November 9th for the Junior Pan American Games. The Indiana Historical Society wants to help Hoosiers experience history in a unique way. Newslink Indiana's Colleen Borman hops on board to learn more.
Let's see. Lewis Payne was one of those found guilty for the Lincoln assassination.
Fourth graders from St. Lawrence are on a field trip to learn about one of their presidents.
We read things about President Lincoln, and I like that.
But on this trip, students did more than tour a building. This field trip was a little different. History hit the rails and stopped in Muncie, bringing with it an exhibit on Abraham Lincoln's life.
On this one we get to go inside a train instead of a building, so it's more fun.
The traveling exhibition features 3 cars full of pictures, stories, and even videos.
The kids love the images. It's really good to engage children because it's not word heavy, it's about pictures, and they understand pictures.
Abraham Lincoln was even there to tell the story of his life.
I was born February the 12th, 1809 in Hardin County, Kentucky.
And since they learned so much on this trip,
Abraham Lincoln had 4 sons, and his favorite one was Tad, the youngest.
Some found they liked learning about a piece of their history.
He was definitely one of the best presidents we've had.
In Muncie, Colleen Borman, Newslink, Indiana.
This is the last stop for the Indiana History Train. It's open through Saturday, and admission is free. And that is Newslink Indiana. Thanks for joining us. And as always, you can find local news about local people right here at newslinkindiana.com.